allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That was Kamala Harris, did it?
All right, roll call. We have myself, Amy Freak, Sue Kimball, Carl Newton, Ed Spiker, Kimber Cameras out this evening. Did you guys get a chance to review the meeting minutes?
Yes, they made their way that way.
Move to approve the minutes,
I second. Wait, you could, which minutes are those?
18th.
18th,
I mean, yes.
December 18th, correct?
Yeah. I second. Well, I can't second.
You weren't at that meeting.
I second.
I'm sorry.
No, thank you. Good catch. Good catch. All right.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 You have to do that. You called the motion.
I know.
Doesn't matter.
I know, I just stepped in, I figured
It
I'd,
doesn't matter. You don't have to,
Appreciate
figured I'd be
you.
the DH.
you don't have to be. You don't have to be the caller. Anyone can call.
Do we want to do the public forum real quick before we do the correspondence?
Yes.
Do whatever you want.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to make a motion to open public forum.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Does anybody have anything they want to discuss before we get really bored? Yeah. Stand up to the microphone, Mr. Swenson.
I was just wondering if there's any issues when you worked on this road up here.
What do you mean by working?
You're
Well-
doing the logging with the timber
Yeah,
up there,
yeah,
right?
and I clear back the side to keep the ditches clean, all that, keep it maintained.
Oh, because you have, you live up there.
No, he doesn't.
No, he
No, he
he's a
doesn't
logger.
look at
it.
I work for Neil,
Yeah.
he's the one who does it.
What did you get from the update from the
Well,
forester? 'Cause I heard
it's
it was
really
all
up to,
set.
it's
Is
up
this
to-
on the, this
he
is an
needs to
agenda
clear this
item,
with
correct?
Joe, 'cause they have the right
So-
to maintain the road, but they need
We're
to clear
skipping.
through Joe what they're gonna do.
Well,
Richard.
see, the law is 25 foot wide right away, and the road is 15, 17 feet wide. We're not, we still each side is more to go, so I never made that an issue, we try to, keep everything,
Right.
you know.
This should be an agenda item.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Okay, I didn't know that.
It's still Joe has to give him the recommendations, and we have to just say yay or nay to whatever Joe recommends. That's,
So the road agent, Joe.
yes.
Well, the last time I was here, I said, I got no issues with giving it up, the town can take care of it, maintain it, and do it. And everybody said, no.
No, because it's a class 6 road, it's up to the owners to maintain it. But if you're gonna do any, depends on what you mean by maintaining it. If you're
Just
gonna-
keeping it graded, and the ditches clean.
If you're not gonna expand, if you're not gonna expand it, I don't think there's any issues. That, cause it's only if you're gonna try to put culverts in and change
Right.
the
Yeah, improvements would need to
improvement.
be
And if you're gonna
approved by the
improve it,
board,
you're
correct?
gonna do something. If you're just gonna deal with the winter as it is, I don't have an issue with that.
Well, somebody seems to have an issue, because they sent the state forest, and I've seen 3 times of all this. That's why I was here trying to find out what's going
No,
on.
as far as I know, it's set.
It has to do with a lot of the trees that were cut and some of the stones that were pushed away, that made the road wider, it was not part of the original thing.
I understand this, the whole town, everybody already came up, and it was done up above where I've been. You know, I go to Neil's top landing, where his property stops right there. I've never been up farther, and that's where.
No, this is down lower.
I've never touched up that so far.
Well, I'm just saying this, the trees.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, but, like I said, I haven't done all that, you know what I mean? But I just wanna make sure that if I do something, there's gonna be no issues down.
Well, as long as you're not moving or creating a larger space or putting in culverts at this point, there's no issue.
Yeah, and you can't move any stone walls.
No stone walls or
stone
cutting
walls.
trees.
Yeah, because the walls, well, actually, just a little ways up, Neil owns every bit on that side. You know, I mean, this side isn't.
You still can't move
Still
stone walls. in
can't
this
move the
state.
You know,
wall.
there isn't enough through, no walls even touched or anything, 'cause
Okay.
when the town came up with it, all things, nothing was been touched. And everybody agreed upon what I done, and said it was good. I was just wondering why the state forest keeps He said someone from town sent him up to see me all the time. I said, geez, he said, you ain't done nothing wrong. I said, why do you keep coming up? He said, someone from town was calling in on me.
When's the last time he went up there?
Well, a month and a half ago or so.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say at least 6 weeks. That's the last time I
Yeah.
talked to Nate.
So I just wondering, you know, if I don't do it anymore, I just wanted to,
Nope, not as far as the roads go.
Nope.
You- As long as you don't cut trees and move stone walls and make things wider.
yeah. I just want to keep it, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
have no trouble.
That's okay.
You're
You're
good.
good to go.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else?
Are you still running up the card tonight
Well-
and talk to you about?
Well, yes, but why don't you stand up and tell me so we can make it official?
Brian Ross with the Crarington Hunt. The card that's, the red car, I think it's a Ford or,
The red car behind the barn at Lively's
barn.
is on your property,
it's on our property.
and the surveyors can't complete their survey until that gets moved.
Right, because they can't find the pin.
Okay, so we need to send a follow-up letter to Mr. Lively to ask his tenant to move the vehicle out of there?
Just the
Cause
one.
I was told by Kim that it's gonna be 25 feet away from the property bound.
I'm pretty sure they built the building on the road.
Uh,
The barn is actually built on the edge of the road, so
Right.
they didn't believe in boundaries.
right.
So we're gonna send another letter to Mr. Lively asking his tenant to move that car expeditiously,
Okay.
Or else.
or else.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, if it's
Does
on,
anybody
if
else
it's
have
on his
anything?
property, it could be towed at the owner's expense.
I have a, I believe it's an agenda item for a septic,
What's your name?
oh,
Hi.
how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Very good.
Sorry.
I didn't recognize the name, but I figured that I knew what was going on.
This getting old stuff is a bitch.
Boy, you're too
Tell
young
me.
for that.
Well, I have my contacts in, which are for far away, so you don't help me.
Just don't even recognize.
This one we're gonna approve, oh, this one, okay. Yeah, it's an agenda item, so we'll get to it, and we shouldn't have any issues.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you.
All right, if there's nothing else? Yeah?
I think it's a change I have a question about tax maps.
Okay.
I noticed there was a mistake on the tax map.
What is your name?
My name's Mike Lovell. Hickey Road.
What road?
Hickey.
Okay.
I think,
Yeah. So, I'm applying for this, NRCS, conservation.
Easement?
Stewardship, no, I have an easement, I have an easement, but I'm applying for a grant.
Yeah.
And, their mapping app is, the boundaries that
They don't match.
show are based on tax maps.
Okay.
So the boundaries drawn in the wrong place, but also the numbers of the next lot are skewed because of that.
Okay.
And I know this is
Well,
a select board.
No, it's a good way to fix it.
so, would
Is that a
be?
Clayton?
Who does tax map stuff?
That's
I don't,
Clayton.
I,
I thought Clayton-
don't know. This is out
Didn't
of my
Clayton do
realm.
our tax maps?
Have to ask Paul, he'd know. Paul know who does tax map, because somebody does. Russell, do you know?
Clayton does it.
So I think that the
Oh.
first step would be reaching out to Clayton in order for him to justify, what was written on the deed versus what was written on the tax map. And then from there, we can-
Okay. There's a Clayton.
Yeah, the map doesn't, the numbers in the map don't match deeds, so.
Well, probably one of them's older than it should be. One of them's older than it should be. That's why they're out of whack.
Well,
All right, so
Yeah.
we will get an email to,
Clayton.
and see what he says about it and get the ball.
Okay.
So your deed shows one line and the
Well,
tax map
my
shows another?
deed- My deed shows that to the northerly edge of the power line.
Which is this right here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, get up.
Yeah, this is the power line, this is the power line easement, and my deed shows that I have the 150 feet, and this property's deed shows that the boundary is the northerly edge of the power line, so this boundary should be there. I guess that's
Okay. That's,
Well,
Did you want to say?
oh, and there's a 50-foot, and that's a 50-foot, that's where it should be instead of the line itself.
yeah, 150 foot.
Okay.
Ed, can I give that task to you to email?
Does that make it 75 feet?
Yeah,
75
Yeah,
feet
give me
to
his
that,
info.
to the,
75 feet from the center.
right, okay.
Do you mind? I'm sure we have it.
I don't want, there you go.
yeah,
Um,
I'll,
If
if
you
I
want
can
to just take
hold
a
on to
picture,
that.
Sorry.
if you want to take a picture of it, then we can make
sorry.
it.
Or I can make a copy. Do you want me to make a copy?
Sure, that'd be even better. Thank you much.
Yes.
Do you want to give me your agenda and I'll write Clayton's or somewhere where you want Clayton's email?
Sure.
Yes, fine. Oops, sorry.
Thanks, Ed.
Gotta do something. Can't just be the good looks all the time.
Right, not just the face. Ed. You
Hey.
can't just be the face.
Amy, my eyes are up here.
I can make a copy, like copies of deeds too.
You want the deeds?
Doesn't
Want
even
the
matter.
I'll
copy
take,
of
I'll
deeds?
take all the info you have.
Sure.
Yeah.
That way I
This
can
way
at
he
least
can help you.
scan it in and
Yeah, definitely. That way he can follow it.
I'll get copies of this before we leave this evening.
He said those he can have.
You
those.
know.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thanks. And, what do you think? Get something back in a couple of
And-
weeks, maybe?
Well, it would have to be discussed at the next meeting, correct? I mean, I can forward
Yeah, if you
any
just want
info
to,
to
yeah,
him.
yeah. to
What I'm
give you
saying,
his cell
maybe we
phone.
get something back, maybe.
Yeah.
Or you want to call, you got a number to get a
I've got a
hold of?
contact info
Yeah.
for you. I'll reach out to him when I hear something back from Clayton,
That's the way to do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
and we can get it straightened out. Thank you.
thank you.
What's up, Dave? Safety first.
How are you guys?
I'm
No
well, how are you?
wheels.
Quick question, how many signatures would I need to put in for a petition to have a ballot?
Warrant article?
25. For a warrant article?
So if, for a warrant article?
You would need either 25 or 2% of the checklist, whatever is less, as long as it's over 10, so you actually need 14 signatures.
We can do that. And we are plugging those in the next couple weeks, so if you want to do that.
And they have to be registered for it.
Yeah, put the map and lot on that map page.
Thank you, man.
It did copy that.
And
Okay. Thank you. Anybody,
And
yes.
just to clarify one thing, it's not the tenant's vehicle, it's Kurt Lively's leftover vehicle.
Yeah, we sent a letter directly to him,
Okay,
so, yeah,
He'll know.
He'll make
Yeah.
arrangements.
thank you.
thank
Yep.
you. Anybody have anything else? I make a motion to close public forum.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Correspondence here.
So, this is stuff that's already been dealt with.
Okay. Give that to, are you,
I already gave him a copy.
okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm
we'll
good.
keep this in this folder. Oh, wait. is
No,
this-
no, he gave that. He gave that to us.
Oh, do you want this back? Do you need this back?
He's
This
gone.
copy that you have, do you need that back? No?
No.
Okay.
might as well keep the original in there.
All right, I have a letter to the Select Board Town of Croydon. I am donating a small generator of 4,500 watts to the Town Highway Department for their use. The value of this donation is approximately $250.
I would like to accept that.
I second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank
Edwards
you.
family. Okay. So, as far as Kenneth and Melanie Warburton, I have he had to text me his plan, his house plan, so I can print that out and we can approve this.
What do you want me to do?
Are we kind of throwing the agenda out the window at this point?
Yeah.
Wait, no,
It
back.
seems-
We're on correspondence.
Oh, you are?
Oh,
Or
see, it's down here
correspondence.
under new items.
Whatever.
Oh, well, this is the correspondence. folder,
Whatever.
yes.
It's fine.
I don't,
Sir.
She's the
Oh,
boss.
the building permits.
It's all right. It's all right.
Well, this is a very old one anyways. He's been trying to get this signed for 3 meetings now.
Where is
How
this?
do I email it to myself?
Susan, where is this?
Just, do you have access to the?
Turnpike.
Oh,
you do?
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's next to,
Yes.
Can we move that a little?
Yeah. You can probably shut it off.
And we're long.
Is it warm?
Oh,
It's
man,
very-
land, sweat.
Usually it's
I
freezing
was
in
gonna say it
here.
was warm up here for a change.
All right, is this not my correspondence? These are building permits.
This is, yeah, that's,
All right, my
so
bad,
this,
apologies.
this needs to go
So, in this one.
here.
Yep, that one's fun.
You're just so excited about getting that out of the way.
Oh, estimate. All right, so we have an estimate for new garage doors at the town garage
Ooh.
for $7,200. I didn't know we were getting this estimate.
I didn't know anything about that.
Didn't either. I thought we were working on roof and sheet rock.
And the generator and trying to get other stuff in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna table this one till I have to talk to Joseph anyways regarding the truck lease for a warrant article.
Mhm.
So, is this an estimate too? Oh, okay. All right, so we have another estimate for the, disconnect existing generator that is located inside the highway garage. Install 30 amp exterior receptacle for portable generator, which we were given so kindly. Install new 30 amp and 24 volt circuit to the existing compressor to eliminate tripping of the circuit breaker. So 850 total to get rid of the monstrosity that's down there right now.
And set it up right.
Set it up to get it so that it can accept the portable generator.
And with all the tripping of the compressor.
Correct.
And who's that?
JDT
Oh,
Electric.
Jeremy Dodge.
I don't have an issue with it. It's not outrageous. It needs to be done. It's gonna be more of a
We
safety issue.
planned on it, I think that's why we got the
Yeah.
portable generator given to
Yeah.
us, so. I make a motion to accept the estimate for JDT Electric to remove old generator and set up for a new portable generator for the total of $850.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
assessment review notice, just letting us know that we're due for our 5-year
Hmm.
assessment, which we have been trying to get.
Avatar
Yeah.
is gonna get a ballpark figure to us within the next week or two.
And we have been putting the money aside for that gigantic bill.
But in case it goes up, because they have a shortage of staff.
So Drummond and Woodsum, the attorney, the town's attorney, just updating us on their hourly fee.
Gotta give us a break.
I know, we should get a discount. What is this?
Inspection report for,
Monitoring inspection report from Avatar? No?
cyclical monitoring.
Is that for the
Is
transfer
that for the
station?
closed transfer station?
No,
Yeah,
this-
monitoring.
no, we
Oh,
do
it's
that,
Carrie.
You did that.
So it's
we
the
do like
assessors.
post-closure reports.
Concrete slab, is listed.
This is really very assessment for Avatar.
What is this?
Is that a
Sample? This is sample?
Is that a review of a complaint for taxation?
I don't know, I don't understand what it is.
Make sense of that.
Is it just a sample of how they do their assessing? Cause they have random tax cards in there.
They did do a random sampling from DRA of Avatar's assessments to make sure that they were accurate.
Oh.
That's what this is. See, they marked this as one thing that they found different.
Oh, I see, yep.
It was listed as 12 by 28, was actually 16 by 28. No errors.
Okay,
So in general,
There's a
not a bad
slab
report.
that was not listed, a screen house not listed. And these are the ones that were where they found the errors.
no, I don't, you don't have to say it, do you?
Yeah, so those should be re-examined.
Right, so there was three,
3 properties that need to be re-examined.
4, 5, 6, that they found errors on in the town.
So far, I mean, that was just a sample.
Right.
That's not a good percentage.
Oh, this is the old, that's expired.
I've never had a report come back to us before.
But I don't know if we do.
I signed every single one of these.
These.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Half their residents, that's all you need to know. Goes off to the
Oh,
state police. Bing, bada boom.
What?
you know.
Oh, that's funny.
This has changed. I think it's,
Oh,
but that was just done.
no, I made a mistake. I didn't get my driveway on this.
Observed the
Thing.
driveway to be paved, others to have been, appears to have been completed recently, no points given. So, we're good.
My bad, I didn't even think about it, sorry.
I don't know about garage door, 9 by 7, I'm like, yeah, so this is just their, the
Re-exam-
results of their sampling.
Okay, all right,
And
perfect.
that's,
And we did good. Avatar did
Yeah.
good for us.
Relatively.
yeah, well, relatively, they
Okay.
do give points,
Yeah,
not good.
that's a lot of.
That's
rec-
pennies.
Yeah. All right, so this is good. We'll go from there. So now we have,
We need
Kenny
num-
and Melanie's building permit. And all we were waiting for, I just wanted their plan to go along with, so we knew that the
Right.
bedrooms associated with their septic system,
And they match.
and they match. So, can you make this motion so that, just 'cause I can't do it.
So I make a motion to accept the building permit for Kenneth and Melanie Warburg.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. All right.
Good practice.
He didn't put the, map and lot on here.
Does he know it?
Oh, he might not. He might not know.
It depends. If it's been a new subdivision, he may
Is
not
that
know.
map 15?
Yeah, but it may not have to,
Probably doesn't have a new number yet.
no. That takes about.
No, because
6
it's a new
months.
Just
law.
wait a few months anyway,
So this is a yes?
Yes, that's a yes. That's all set.
It's all signed?
You wanna,
Put it
you
back
wanna,
in this old book.
Oh,
does he have enough copies for himself and
you
you
want
wanna
some?
tell him
Oh,
what's going
you
Yeah,
on?
want
three of
some?
them.
Is this under old items, right? Because that one has been tabled previously.
Yes. But it
Did
was-
you wanna tell the gentleman he's all set?
Was that
We
one?
need
done?
2 other signatures.
No, I have not done it. We haven't done this one yet.
Oh, okay.
Why are you yelling at me? What I do?
Who made the
I
motion?
can't do it in red.
You made the motion, I seconded.
Yes.
And did Paul take that? Yes.
You need to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so this,
Last one's on you, sir.
Okay.
Melanie,
That was
what's his
old.
name?
Kenneth.
Down.
We'll call him.
Yeah.
All right.
you don't even need to. Okay, so this is going together with this, and that's going into,
This folder. But now, so that was an old item. So we're starting, we're on the old items. So, transfer station updates, Mr. Carl.
Stickers, I suggest we deal with the price for that for next year because it's too late to invoke it for this year.
So what did, we learned that the select board has the authority to change the price of the stickers.
And we need to have
Yes.
a public hearing at some point, whether it's at the budget meeting or some other time. We need to bring it up along with, the other half of the other question I had was pay-as-you-throw. If you want to go down that road, you have to have a public meeting, and that's all you're required to have. So you can contemplate that thought, but that's what you need to do if you want to go forward with raising prices or go with pay-as-you-throw.
should we start putting the word out at town meeting about the potential of the increase?
No, because you're not gonna be able to increase until next year, because I mean, half the stickers are gone. And then we have known who did what.
Yeah, but if you know, you let them know that.
I think
Yeah,
she's
everybody-
just saying
We
that
can tell
it's
everybody
the
by
intent,
then.
we have an intent to raise.
Right, but we need to have
Yes.
a public hearing sometime.
Right,
sooner
I'm
than
just
later.
saying, just put the word out there
Yeah.
that it's
Yeah.
probably gonna
I
happen.
think it's a
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good idea. Everybody will like having a little bit of
Preemptive,
And-
heads up.
Yeah,
And as
yeah.
far as the snow policy goes, that's kind of on hold because I don't have it in front of me,
that's okay, we'll table that.
okay? I'll get Paul to do that one. That's it, because the contacts be fixed.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, so then on to building permits for real this time. And right now, we had a septic design from Mr. Blake Hewlock.
Getting weak in your
I
old
guess
age.
so.
Vision, strength,
Oh, boy, tiny ones.
oh my,
Oh, boy.
Okay.
rocky that.
I don't know.
So Beach Road, which is,
I'm gonna hover, Susan.
sure, Beach Road is on the other side, go by Harry's, Tom Leslie's. Isn't that Beach Road?
Is it-
That's
is it
That's
Leslie's?
awful close. It's still close to the road.
So there is an existing not septic.
Can't have it that close to the road, no matter if it's class 6 or not.
Waiver needed for distance to man-made ditch, 35 feet required, 30.5 feet proposed.
That's 30 feet?
Yeah, you know, it's
To the edge of the road. That's not to the center of the road.
man-made ditch.
That's 30 feet?
From here to here, probably.
Really?
Yeah, so I think the waiver is to go to the other side of the road, there's a ditch.
No, it's not to the other side of the road. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no, so this is showing 32.8
To the other side of the road?
to the other, across the
Right.
road. So,
Wait. Wait.
2 sections of 2 rows each.
Someone please show me where the beach road is so I understand it better.
Let me go grab the maps.
Yeah.
Well, I'm back there and show you on that.
Okay, go ahead.
You got the big map?
Yeah.
So it's probably the B map.
Yep, there she is. I have my hunting map showed me.
It's gonna be good behind it. Yeah, it's right where they just cleared, over, behind Harris Barn up there.
Oh, yep.
It's like that hillside that goes up to Penn Royal and the Camp Thompson. That's right at the kind of bottom of that.
But that's not beach road, is it?
Yeah.
That's on.
It's right on the, yeah, on the far side. Right, it's on,
Oh, we're just looking for the road on your property. I'm like, I know what a beach road is, and it's not at Camp Thompson. Like, it doesn't line up to Camp Thompson at all.
What do we find?
So you're going in this way.
Yes.
The pond is on the right. This is Beach Road.
Yeah, because they can't get any closer.
Existing house, they can't get any,
Closer to the water.
So there's an existing house?
right
is
here,
there?
yeah, right here. They're just
and
putting
there
in
was
the septic.
there was a previously approved plan, went through the state and everything, but we didn't put it in. It expired. And
You
it
don't have
should-
the old one?
We
It
might,
should be with it, yeah.
Oh, that's what we want, that, hey. That'll help.
I don't know if I printed a copy of it.
Yeah.
2 bedroom,
So
4
we moved
years.
it- We moved it away from the house 4 feet, and then they changed the envirotype spec, so it used to be, I don't know, 100 feet per bedroom, now it's 150 or something like that, so we added more.
Oh, yeah,
So,
Yeah.
So it went from a 2 to a 3 row.
yeah.
so this is gonna have to go back to the state, correct?
So
Boy.
I think you have to have it,
Do we have the authority to approve it
no, I
if
think
it's too
think
close
because
to
it
the
needs a
road?
variance. It says
has
right
to
on
go
it,
to-
it has to go to,
Zoning and the state.
well, the state's,
Yeah, but because it's special situation, we don't have the authority to approve it. I think the zoning board will have to approve a variance
Yeah,
for it.
this is what it would have to be a variance, because we can't act.
oh, it just says right here, no, waiver needed for distance to man-made ditch. 35 feet required. They're proposing 30.5 feet.
So the zoning board is
Zoning
gonna
board.
give you 4.5 feet of leeway.
No, that's
Yes.
on the wrong side of the road, though. This is not the first side of the road.
So,
The front side of the road's only about 10, 15 feet.
No, yeah, I tell you.
So, yeah,
so it's got a tank and a pump chamber.
I know what they do in all the other towns. They make you put in a pump tank, that's all they allow.
Well, that's, he's got one.
It's
He's got a pump.
type deal.
He
That's
has a
all they
pump
allow.
tank.
They usually allow these.
He does have a pump tank.
No, but I'm just saying, they don't even allow septic systems, they're pump tank only. That's all they allow. I know, because I lived on a blue lake, that's what I had to do. You couldn't put a septic system in for that reason.
Okay.
Who, it's done by Blakeman Engineering, North Sutton.
Yeah, I think at bare minimum, it's gonna have to go to the zoning.
Waiver required for minimum
At
distance.
bare minimum, it's gonna
Yeah.
go through zoning.
Yeah, I don't
So-
know what they do with it.
And I think they're meeting on the 29th.
Yeah, they just had a meeting on the 12th.
Yeah.
They just had a meeting on
Yeah, I think she said they were meeting again on the 29th, but if you
Call them.
give her a call, she'll, that's a bummer.
Sorry.
Yeah. I had to put in just a tank only, wasn't allowed to even put a septic system by my lake, so.
Yeah.
If we had the authority, we
The
could.
state and the town are pretty fussy about septic systems, about that.
So would they,
The zoning board has the authority to give you a variance.
To variance.
For that.
and then I come back here?
Yes.
If you pass go, if you don't, then you have to legally fight it.
Yeah, if they approve it, yes, you come back to us. And
And we'll sign it.
Send it to the state.
Yeah, there's no other way.
Yep.
So 15 houses on that road, there's no other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
All right, so then you guys meet again in February.
No, we need to.
Yeah, but if they don't meet until the 29th, that's
Oh,
after
yeah.
our next one,
We're meeting
No,
on the 28th.
we meet the 28th.
8th.
But Brenda's not meeting
If Brenda's
until
not
the
meeting until the
29th.
29th,
Oh,
that
jeez.
puts him
I know.
1 day past.
But, you know, maybe if you call it, she can call a special meeting, you know, by appointment, because you can make an appointment.
see what you can do to get a crew together. Sometimes it's just, if the luck of the draw, they can get a meeting.
Yeah.
You got Brenda's number for him?
You know Brenda Williams?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I do.
You do.
Let me bring it with me.
I don't have it. Sue's got it.
I've got it.
It's in your head.
Yes, it is. I'm really good with phone numbers.
Yeah.
I can remember phone numbers from like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
I got about 150 phone numbers I remember, so it's,
I used to, not anymore.
you're too young to forget them.
It's a we need again.
Here, I just put it on a sticky for you.
Yes, please don't say
I
that.
didn't mean to put you through this, but that's really a,
Yeah.
I can't justify doing that, that's for sure.
Yeah, I would've gone on the 12th. I almost went there anyway, because I didn't know who had to sign the paper.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's unfortunate when you need a waiver, he should have been able to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, call her, make an appointment, and then she'll gather up the crew
She's
and get
retired,
it
so you can
posted.
find her anytime.
Yeah, I'll email her.
Okay.
Did you have this one included? Was it his septic before?
Just tell him,
Septic.
The step,
tell her that we told her, you to call her.
Gotta look at it.
Yeah, okay?
Just for doing your due diligence.
Sorry.
Appreciate
All
it.
in one.
Sorry about that.
It's
I
worth
feel
being
bad.
worth.
It's like, oh, yeah,
It's really hard to remember what we
I
did.
hate-
Throw your neck
I
in
hate
here.
lake stuff.
I don't know.
It's worse than that, the state's so pretty touchy about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't sign up on that without approval. Yeah. Especially going under a
Is that the
road.
one we tabled because of the driveway?
No.
I don't know, I don't know. It's the water.
Stebbins?
Yes.
Figure the whole
What's
Yes.
shoreline, the whole shoreline under
So-
there can't be 200 feet from the water to the
Existing
road.
driveway,
It's gotta be at least 100 feet, I think, from the lake.
there was something else, I don't know if it was in the file, but the driveway was going
Because
along.
they're really testy
This,
about water and sewer.
and this plan is showing.
Yeah, you don't want those
this way.
mixed.
So there was a
No,
question.
not like the old days when they used
And I
to
think
dump it in.
there was a
Right
question
out of the
whether it
old-
was even a building on the driveway.
I grew up near
Because
mining towns.
supposedly George
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
got the driveway permits when he did the subdivision. Do
Oh, yeah.
You
you remember that?
you see
Forever
it.
ago.
I mean, everything's.
Well, I mean, I
salt.
do remember having that conversation the last time.
What's going on, guys?
We weren't sure if he had a driveway permit, because there is an existing drive, but we don't have a record of one. So we were looking,
Oh,
Yeah, and this was all approved, like the septic and all that stuff was all approved on these lots before.
long before we got here.
Yeah.
yes, so but there's no documentation.
Well,
So what,
we should ask him to at least get a driveway permit and get it approved. I mean, it's not just get it all into the system.
Well,
it's already there.
Oh, it is?
yes,
It's already there.
the driveway's already there.
They poured the foundation. It's already there.
Oh, this is a new house?
It's that one that had the open foundation for the last couple of years.
Down by, what's her name? Jasper? Ann Jasper?
Ann Jasper,
Oh.
just before.
It's already there.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's one that has the open foundation. This is not the one I'm talking about. There's one that has the open foundation. It's the next one where they cleared.
Trees
And
and
then,
stuff.
yeah, they had Jesse West there doing a lot, clearing the trees and stuff. It's behind George's
That's,
wife's house.
I don't know.
Oh, that's George connecting the dots now.
Okay,
See? I knew
So-
to help somebody to help me.
yeah,
Okay, moving on.
So are we, this one's still tabled,
Has to be.
pending what? A driveway permit?
Do we have the driveway permit?
I haven't seen one.
So I have a punch list for Joseph's that I'm gonna
He may,
contact Joseph.
Joseph might have it, but
Or he might know
Oh,
about it.
shoot. If it was done forever ago.
Doesn't make
and
any
it's
difference.
not in the
But it's not in
file.
the file.
But wouldn't it have been with the subdivision paperwork?
Should have been.
So that's planning and zoning. We
Could
don't
be.
have access to those files.
Usually when it comes over here, you get that stuff and it goes with it.
Well, when planning and zoning gets done with it, they put it on top of the file cabinet for us to put in the folder. That's the only time we see it, when it's already a done deal.
All right.
But is that Trout? No, it's not part of Trout River, no.
No,
That's yours.
that's me.
That's not cashed.
All right.
All right, so,
At least he was a good sport.
oh, yeah. So we have the table sevens for the driveway permit. I'll talk to Joseph tomorrow.
Any more permits?
Yep.
Holy moly. What's going on with this town?
I don't know.
It's boom town.
Cole McNamara and Emily Wellman?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Glen Road.
Oh, yep.
Which, wait a minute, no. No, I will not sign anything on this. Okay. Have you seen this
Let me see it.
debauchery that's happened up on Glidden Road?
I heard about the other side.
So Lori LaVenture bought a piece of property from Gary Quimby. She put a house on it
Right.
Right.
and now wanted another piece of property, so bought the piece behind her piece,
Right.
landlocked,
That's the other,
from Gary
that's,
Quimby, and then got wants a shared driveway permit, but that gives Gary Quimby 6 more
right.
subdivisions
And,
up through there, when they should, and what this does is it sets a precedent.
mhm.
If we allow this, we don't need road frontage
this
to
isn't the one.
subdivide.
This
It's just
isn't-
willy-nilly it.
this
So
isn't
I
the-
don't agree with this at all.
What's
But this is across the road.
No, this is right behind Bonnie Murgatroyd's house.
No, this is
No.
right behind,
Well,
this is the
no.
opposite, this is crisscross.
It's
Are
across,
they doing the same thing now? Are they doing a shared driveway too?
No, it's just one driveway to the back lot.
it's a long skinny
It's
driveway.
it's the one I went and inspected the septic system for.
Okay, so
And
this
it's a-
one's good.
Well, I don't know if it's legitimately
So-
a building lot, but the septic
We
would work.
needed a map of the location.
How much of road frontage is there? We wanna get back to the subject.
Well, if
So,
we don't stop, if
I
we
know.
don't figure out Glidden Road with the Quimby property, he's gonna chunk it off.
I know.
And they're not following the rules.
Well, I know, somebody needs to, Jim needs to have that done, needs to have a lot line
Okay,
adjustment to fix that
so-
other property somehow,
this is
because this is not right.
the property that we're talking about, Wellman. And this is right across from Lori's.
Okay.
So this one. But that,
I don't know if it's got 200 feet of road frontage or not. My town is 350
this
feet.
doesn't tell me,
Jeez.
God, that is so small. This is Semino, so this must be, that's Quimby.
Need some,
Well, so, right here, this is Wellman.
So, and this is Bonnie. right?
Well,
This little
this-
triangle
So
is
this is
Bonnie.
Seminole,
Yes,
this
this
would
is
be.
Bonnie, this is LaVenture, this is the piece they just allowed this piece to be subdivided off, and now they want to have a driveway, and Joseph won't, so anyway, it's a different subject.
Yeah, so this is Wellness Drive right here.
Okay.
That's different,
They have an approved septic. The Wellmans have an approved septic.
Right,
Correct.
they do,
Okay.
and we asked for house designs,
and we didn't.
And I don't-
Here's the house design.
and I didn't know that there was I didn't know the restrictions on the road frontage, if that's a problem with this one too or not. I don't think it is, but
I don't think
It's a
this one
30
is.
by 30 house,
it's a narrow
9-foot
lot.
walls. It is,
So we're dealing with like 15 minutes left of our assistant.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's, so.
Speed it up.
I,
I didn't know she was leaving tonight.
I'm not a stenographer, so it's not gonna make a damn bit of difference. You don't want these hands
I
typing.
think this one's all
Yeah.
right.
Not
Yeah.
me.
It's just that,
Oh, look, here's our stenographer.
No, he doesn't work for us. He doesn't do
I know,
this.
I know. Okay.
Christmas.
Christmas?
he doesn't have a driveway permit.
No,
That was
Oh.
been in there forever.
forever. All right, Ed, I'm gonna have you do the motion on this one to approve this
Oh,
building permit.
Because
can I,
that's,
can I look at it first?
the only thing I knew
Yeah,
that,
it's- it'd be
the only thing
customary, right?
illegal about it would be the road frontage.
So
that
he
I-
has no paperwork. He has no paperwork,
No, nothing.
so,
It's
No.
been
Table
there
it.
forever.
Table it.
No,
We don't even need to, we tabled it a
Yeah.
long time ago, I do not need to do that.
he doesn't even have a driveway permit, I don't think.
all right, so,
That's
Hold on
table.
yet.
that-
Let him do his thing.
this is all
Yeah.
part of this.
And this one's.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve the Max Namara Wellman building permit.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks for bringing up the slack on that.
Yep. Got you.
Checks in there too. so-
It is.
Yep.
Yep, I saw it, I just make sure it's not on the bottom.
I didn't shell game the check. Calm down.
I see it, it's right there. You're sick.
Free card money.
Do we need to sign this?
Oh, yep. Sorry.
She's not in a hurry, is she?
A little bit.
Um,
I'm getting nervous about
It's
Melissa.
just her, isn't
Do
it?
you want to wait on that one?
We don't have this,
Yes.
oh,
I
right
want
here,
to
okay.
talk about,
We need
So
to,
it's just her?
That's just a quick thing. What'd I do?
you tuck the plans in between.
That's how I received
It's okay.
It's okay.
That's how I received them.
So we're gonna do the review of the warrant articles next week. Melissa and I have started putting some of the warrant articles into
Okay.
DRA and doing that whole thing. We have another budget meeting on Tuesday, the 22nd.
we have a meeting with the board and the budget committee.
Board of Selectmen and the Budget Committee on Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, the
Wednesday.
22nd.
Yeah,
The
And I did send
22nd.
an email out.
I got that one.
Sorry
Yes.
about that.
I was gonna say, I didn't know it was both of us, I knew it was a board of
Yeah.
adjustment, but,
Yeah,
do you wanna get here early for anything?
possibly.
122, the
So-
budget and select board.
Am I losing my mind?
Amy,
7?
Yes.
if you wanna come here earlier, just mention it later, we can post it so that we can have a meeting maybe at 6:30 if you need to pick up anything else.
Oh, I don't think we'll need to.
Okay.
We may want to talk about this
On
Oh,
you, chief.
okay.
prior to that, so we can add it to that. If there's.
So what time is the
Okay.
meeting?
All right,
7?
7.
Thank you.
So, Ash Swamp Brook Road, I got a call from Joseph.
Mm-hmm, I agree with him.
Oh, yeah, okay, no, you're good. And Ash Swamp Brook is a class 6.
Road except for the first 35
Yeah,
feet.
it's like
That was
50
a
feet or
private
something.
drive.
35, I
Driveway.
think.
No, is it a private driveway?
The first part of it's classified as 35 feet, I believe, is,
35 feet?
I think so. To get to the first driveway, that was it. That was the intent of that.
Class 5 or 6?
It was class 5 for the first 35 feet, I believe. It could be 50, but I think it's 35. And the rest of the road is 6.
Paul?
So Ashland Road is a class 5 road.
It is not posted that way.
It's on our list as a regular road.
All the way up?
Nope, on the .005.
that's what I said, 005.
So,
So what's 5,280 times .005?
25 feet.
Are you sure?
250? No.
5,000.
Hold on a minute. 5,200 feet?
5,280 times .005.
5,280
Yeah, it's how many,
I think it's
how many
only
feet are
25 feet.
times.
so it's class 5 for 25 feet?
005?
Or whatever,
Says
005.
2 point,
It's a regular, it's a regular town road.
Yeah.
It's not a class 6.
For 25 feet.
And then what?
That is .05.
divided
005.
by .005.
It's 25, 26.226 feet.
So the reason this is getting brought up,
It's 26 feet. It's .005%, 0.005% of 52. Half of 52 is 26.
Yeah,
26
This
feet.
is what my computer,
It's wrong, it's 26 feet.
26 feet, that's why I
Let's
said
round it up to,
30 feet.
let's round it
It's
up
the
to
first
30.
driveway.
let's round it to 30.
It's almost that first driveway and that's it.
the trouble is, the driveway of that property doesn't get used, the yard does. So every time Joseph tries to plow the 25 feet of road or any bit of that, he's going to hit their vehicles. The property that's on the corner of Ashwant Brook and Route 10
Mm-hmm.
is taking advantage and creeping out into the road, and he's going to destroy their property. So he wants to know what he is supposed to plow, because as far as he knows, it's a driveway. And, yes,
I would strongly suggest that if they don't want it to be plucked, if they don't want the first 25 feet plowed, that they just keep leaving their vehicles there and Joe can just keep on
Keep
trucking.
on going.
It's the only way I'd deal with it, because legally, Joe doesn't have to plow it. I mean, if they're gonna do it, either that or just, if they ask why,
Well, if they're not gonna provide enough space for them.
don't even bother with going down it. And if they complain, then tell them why. And you're not gonna go all the way to the end, because you don't have to. All he has to do is drive his truck in, enough to drive back
Back
out
out.
again and go. No sense of doing the whole road, don't start
No,
doing
don't
class
start
5
that.
all the way down.
all right, so him and I are gonna have a long meeting tomorrow, apparently. Lots to go over, and I'll talk to him about that.
So Melissa, do you want stuff that's been
Yes,
dealt with,
approved.
approved
Yes.
in another file
Yes.
and pending?
And then the
tabled.
ones that are tabled go back in the building permit file.
Right here, okay, so this is completed.
You're amazing.
This is okay, well, just want to make it easy.
I,
29.4
Transfer
feet.
station,
What, go ahead.
transfer station, was just- no, this all went with the Stebbins thing. She
Should
gave
we
us
get-
everything.
Oh, so with this, is this a subdivision?
You just have fun with that.
Okay, so you
Transfer
keep,
station reserve fund, shelter, what is this?
Open and read. I wrote it down.
Look at you with your long division.
I don't know, I just did it longhand.
It's 26.4.
The town of Croydon, I would like to donate my entire pay from the transfer station to the new transfer station reserve fund for the purposes of and for, number 1, new shelter accommodations, number 2, trailer for aluminum cans, and number 3, new compactor. I would also suggest that $10 of the $20 sticker be put toward the reserve fund. Carl Newton.
Okay,
I move to accept the,
one sec.
yes.
that's what I didn't know what to do.
One sec. So we can't have a separate fund set up without bringing it to town meeting to create.
Okay, that's why I'm doing it, it's supposed to be a warrant article.
Exactly.
That's, Jim's got another warrant article too,
Uh,
as a reserve fund to start one.
we don't
Oh.
have that on the articles.
It should be, because I
It's
gave
not.
it to him.
When?
It was in our meetings. Yes, it was.
I believe we might have some clarification from the,
Warrant articles that need to be brought before the select board need to be done in order to get approved or not approved by the select board that will bring at the end, by February 4th. So there's still some time in order to get organized in order to be able to put that in. For funds though, I know that there's, double check the timeframe that you guys need to do in order to be able to set up the fund. And then you can vote, and then you guys can vote to fund it. So I would withhold on accepting anything, and then just put into the
Into the
general.
Okay.
And then there's no,
Right.
there's no price to it.
But Jim knows about that, because we talked talked about it in the
Okay.
meeting, so. Like you have.
Okay, that's
So
fine,
where
that
do I
Jim
go?
knows, but the
And-
person who's actually putting the
I know,
warrant
well,
articles in
and
doesn't.
it's actually on, I gave it on your list, it was on your list I gave you when you left.
So where do you want me to put this?
Give it back to him.
Okay,
or-
yeah.
Safekeeping?
okay.
And then the last thing I have is change access codes.
You wanna know why?
Yeah.
I came here Friday afternoon to sign some vouchers, and the door's wide open, heat's blaring, and a woman comes out and says, "What are you doing in here?" And I said, "I'm a selectman, I'm here to do it. What are you doing in here?" She wouldn't answer me.
You don't know who it was?
Oh, I do. I prefer not to name the individual.
Is it somebody who works for us?
No, should not have access to the place.
Did they rent the place?
She had access to that, and then I
Yeah.
think Paul gave her the access codes to that, and I'm not sure if that's the case, how many people had access codes to that. I think it needs to be changed every year, and.
It was not changed, not too long ago.
And when I was the chair, I picked it. So I figured it would, every annual meeting, whoever
Right,
the
that's
chair
what I was
is, would
guessing
pick
at. But I don't know, I know Paul gave her the code, but I'm not sure why, because she had access to that door. And then she gave me a ration of crap, and I didn't appreciate that.
But if she got in this door,
She
She
didn't.
can't get in that door.
No, she did.
That has
go-
to be locked.
She didn't bother with this door, she went through there.
Yeah, so, we should change the code, as it is out. And that was before anybody rented it.
okay. Okay.
It's awful convenient.
We can't tell you guys the code, okay? We have to whisper.
No, we,
I know.
And also in the program before that lock, we set up a code for rentals that we can add or remove, and we can set it up for our.
but why would that ever need to be?
You shouldn't need, why not that door?
Are we 100% that that door can be opened by the gate? Because it was not. And again, it's kind of the door that we had fixed, it's just Jerry brings them out of it open.
If you have two different numbers, and you've got a number for rentals, but I wasn't real happy to see the individual in here.
I think if we're gonna do, I don't know how easy it is, but maybe it's a different time we can chat about this. If we're gonna do rentals, it should just be the date of the rental. Say it's July 4th, 0704, done.
Yeah. Okay.
Do it that easy. That way there's not one steady number that anyone can use all the time. You can reprogram that by the day. And then we
Now everybody
figure.
knows the secret.
What-
I know.
But if it's not rented, there shouldn't be a secondary code. You know what I mean? We
True, and
just
then there are
need to
multiple
zero it
people
out.
that might have to have
Can't close.
access
So-
for supplies or whatever, yeah.
All right, so
Anyway.
you're under agreement, we're gonna change the code to the building?
Yes, I mean, I just, it
Second
needs to be
that.
done like you
It
said
needs
every
to be
year,
done
but
ASAP.
I think there's
Okay.
got too many people got it, and there needs to be a short list of who has it, and that should be it.
Yep. Okay.
Because I have no clue how many got it.
Can I, Paul, can I change that and get with you to get it to everybody?
Yeah.
Secretly?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. No, thank you for bringing it up. All right, the last thing we have is any updates from our town clerk?
Yes, so the filing period, we have a number of positions all around.
I do have,
Go, ready to go.
and you need to do that.
No, we don't need to.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, he said no.
Okay. Alright, so just do me a favor and hit save and all that.
Send.
Yeah, and then just put this out there. Not
Okay.
that.
I'm sorry.
Okay, yep, so the
Where
only,
is he?
the only real thing that I have is the filing period for the town and school elections on March 11th are open. For the town, we have a board of selectmen seat for a 3-year term, a trustee of the trust fund and cemeteries for a 3-year term, and on the school, I haven't been able to verify all of these, but I'm pretty sure that this is what the breakdown is. We're looking for a school board member for a 1-year term to finish out the remainder of a term that someone was appointed to, a school board member for a 3-year term, a school clerk for a 1-year term, a school treasurer for a 1-year term, and a school moderator for a 1-year term. So the filing period is January 22nd to January 31st. Candidates must be registered voters in town in order to put their name up for candidacy. And if you are interested in becoming a candidate for either any of those offices, you just reach out to the town clerk's office, bring your ID so that we can get that all put in. We can get your name on the ballot if you are so inclined. If people have questions, comments, or concerns about what the positions are, what they look like, training opportunities, and the like, please reach out to the office during regular business hours. Outside of that, another thing, I had spoken to Chief Rook and Russell Edwards, our moderator for the town and schools currently, and the actual town meeting is going to take place at the fire station this year. The past year we were standing room only, and you could see Sean and Jason kind of sweat as more and more people kind of filed into this room. And so we wanted to make sure that we have enough space, enough parking, enough access for everybody who needs to be able to participate in town meeting to do so. And especially if there's anyone who's not a resident and still wants to be able to attend. Why, I don't know, but if you're so inclined, we want to be able to make sure that we have space for everybody. So, and then property taxes, I'm still getting property tax bills that were mailed on time, but we're getting them after the due date, which isn't that unusual, but I'm having people that are like express mailing things in order to try and get it to me on time. That being said, with the mailing issue that we had, as long as it's within a reasonable time frame and that there isn't any major, because you can see on the date where it's like it was delivered on the 3rd, and it's like, well, if it was delivered on the 3rd, how are they going to get it back to us on the 4th when it took that long to get out in the first place? So it's kind of being a little bit more reasonable and not
Make
chasing
your own cutoff date.
Well, I'm not going to chase people after pennies for something that's
Especially when they're already stressed out over the mail.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and then credit cards. They're going to be happening soon. So,
Yay.
all right.
Are we taking credit cards?
We will be
Very
taking
soon.
credit cards very shortly.
Or tap.
Swipe or tap, and online stuff. So I'm going to work on getting the DMV stuff. That's going to be the last part of it. But if you come in, dump passes, permits, clerk stuff,
Dog
dogs.
registration?
Yep, absolutely. We'll be able to run a card for you. And then also, New Year. Thank you for reminding me, Amy. Dogs all need to be registered before the end of April. So there's a little bit of wiggle room there, but just make sure that if any dog that is over 4 months old or has gotten their shots, please update us. Also, reach out to the office if you have suffered a loss in the family, so that I'm not chasing you and pouring salt into all the wounds, reminding you that your dog isn't with us anymore. So,
Do you take debit cards?
almost.
That's what it's,
Yes, it's going to be.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah,
Credit,
yeah,
debit, yeah.
Yep, debit or credit cards will be able to process. So we're
It's
hoping
good
in
to
the next
know.
few
I'll
weeks-
share that info.
Yeah, we're hoping in the next few weeks we'll be able to do that. DMV is still going to be cash or check for a little bit.
Yep.
There's a few more hoops that we have to jump through in order to be able to have the company avenue, the eb2gov.gov. I don't know if people are familiar with other towns that use that system. That's what we're using. In order for them to be able to open it up, for us, we have to do a whole bunch of bending over backward because it's the Driver Policy Protection Act, so it's like you can't go to the DMV and just be like, I want this person's plate number. So we have to be able to make sure that we're working with the director's office in order to be able to get those records accessible to the company as well as still protecting people's information.
Very good.
Awesome.
thank you, Paul.
We appreciate you.
That's it?
You forgot one thing.
What?
Not that it's a big deal. I was just looking through my archives and looking for that forehand. Anybody have any idea what we're gonna do with the individual who's got a yurt up there and hasn't got a building permit or driveway permit
What
or
is that?
anything else?
Which
Septic
property?
design.
Mr. Family.
Oh, so
We haven't heard about it. I just bring it up.
he has a yurt up there now?
Oh, it's been there for months. It
So,
was there since September. I saw that when we were driving up to deal with Ian's logging operation.
I don't know how
Yeah,
much
this
we can
was back
do about a
in May,
yurt.
yeah.
I guess I don't know what we can do about a yurt.
What do you
Where are
think?
they peeing?
What do you think?
In a ditch, probably.
Right out the back door, I'm sure.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, all you can
Perhaps
see
you
is
have a
little
composting toilet, I don't know.
canvas tent from the,
so,
but I know it's a yurt, it's gotta be.
Mr.,
Anyway, it's something we
the
need to
health officer
address.
was supposed to be up there to check that out,
Oh, really?
and I haven't heard anything.
Well, I just wanted to bring it back up again.
So,
Oh, we
do
could
you have
request
his
a
number?
spread.
Who?
Andy?
No,
Andy Aliata?
no, I just stopped at his house one because he was outside.
Oh. If I give you, I have a ton to do with, I've gotta write down at the library, and I've gotta do stuff with Joseph. Do you mind, I'll give you his number,
Yep.
and, because that's.
I mean, we have to deal with, he was supposed to do a septic system and all that, and nothing's ever come about it,
He
so
came to, gave me the building permit, and I called him, and I said, you need a septic permit, and he laughed at me.
Yep, that's
Septic,
why,
driveway permit would help.
yeah, well, now you know why, because I'm pretty sure it's a yurt that's sitting up there. At least that's what it looks
It's
like.
not the camper.
No, it sits up over the hill. It's, so you can just see the top of the roof of it. It's about 100 feet up over the rise.
So Unity uses satellite and
Imagery.
imagery for their assessing.
Anybody got a Scooby-Doo?
No, I do
Paul
not.
does.
Paul
But
does.
you gotta
Thank you.
call, you gotta get clearance from the sky people to fly those things.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is FAA stuff.
Depending on, I mean, most of them have to be FAA approved.
Yeah.
The real, the
Like, they have flight, like, it's
Yeah.
all on the FAA site and everything else.
Alright, so just to recap, I'm gonna do Rossiter's, I'm gonna do the lively letter, get a letter sent out to him with the car. Ed, you're gonna email Clayton Flat regarding the tax map.
Yep.
And I'm gonna have a lengthy meeting with Joe regarding the truck lease, the driveway permit for Barton Road, yes? See if he knows anything about it.
Yes.
And, talking about Ash Swamp Brook plowing
I
season.
would just ease him on, just don't bother doing it, and say somebody starts complaining, then we've been told that it's too dangerous for them to go down it.
And I'm gonna tell him no on the garage doors, 'cause
Right now, put him on hold.
Yeah.
Just
So
hold the
we-
bid, hold the bid,
Do
just have
we-
hold the bid.
To think about a letter to Loon Lake regarding the transfer station
Yep,
people.
yep, that should be done.
okay.
And that's an RSA, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Campgrounds,
Campgrounds,
having,
all campgrounds have to have
sanitation.
sanitation and garbage disposal.
Yes,
I don't have the number in
I
front
don't
of me, but
have
I
it.
have it.
yes, but I would definitely, I think that we should reach out, at least to the managers, John and, I forget her name.
Is it Susan?
Yes, John and Susan Andrews. John and Susan Andrews, and so that they can post and say, hey guys, like, if you've been able to get a pass in the past, you're not gonna be able to this year, just so that we can set the expectation, before.
Yeah, before they get up to-
Before they're pulling in here on a Wednesday with the carpool traffic.
Yeah.
Do you want me to, I can work on that a little bit too. I could do the town report too. I make a motion to open public forum too.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Sharon, what do you got? What do you got? Anything? Just hanging out?
I just got a question for Carl. Are you gonna, with that $20 dump sticker, are you gonna double stab us with a $3 bag fee?
No, we're gonna, some sort of a bag fee, but I don't know what yet. We haven't
We're
talked about
just,
it.
the select board has been talking about different ways to help the town recoup the money, because we lose a lot of money out the dump.
And it's, the compactor is the problem.
Yes, it's the regular household waste that goes, it's
So
very
more
heavy.
people recycle like most people do in this room, it's not a problem, it's the
But when you
percentage.
have 6 people in your home, I can't afford $3 bags either, Brian. I'm with you, so it's been in discussion, we have to figure out where we can save money, make money. But, no, we don't wanna stab anybody in anybody's back. We're just talking,
Okay,
okay?
thank
You'll be,
you.
You're welcome.
you guys will be
We
the
will
first
have,
to
there will be,
know.
there will be an open forum one way or
Yes.
another.
Yeah,
And just so you know,
Now, will you
There
do
is no-
this before town meeting, or will this be behind the scenes that you guys make the deal? and-
Nothing is behind the scenes.
No, no,
no, no, everything is
We
right
need to
here.
have a
Well-
posted
In the
public
open.
meeting for this specifically.
I mean, as much money as we can get into our slush fund as we can, I think is our goal.
Right,
Nah, come on, Brian.
Just kidding.
I'm kidding, buddy.
oh,
so
okay.
we
I'm
have
kidding,
the
sir.
authority as a select board to raise the prices of the stickers without,
Without
any-
approval, yeah.
but we certainly aren't gonna say, you gotta pay $3 a bag now, period, without, if something that drastic of a change, we've gotta bring it to the town. It would never be done just in this room.
And realistically, I'm not attached to any dollar figure, just to throw it out there. I'm
Right.
not attached to 20, I'm not attached to 70, I'm
No.
not attached to 1. But I think that $1,
It doesn't.
It's getting us nowhere. You're not even-
$5 just to do it.
Yeah.
we're not even treading water for $1. I mean, at this point, the materials cost probably at least double that, maybe triple the effort to get it done, which is sitting right there.
Yeah.
You've
Cost
got,
you $5.
I mean, it's just, realistically, the overhead, the juice ain't worth the squeeze, I guess is what I'm getting at. The juice isn't worth the squeeze for $1, for anyone.
Right, right.
So,
And it
whatever
also
we come up
deters
with that's a
people from
fair
trying
and
to stay
equitable
one.
price is probably what it's gonna have to be, fair and equitable.
And I don't know if anybody's noticed, but the transfer station is slightly different now, and we have been recouping more of the money back because people are following the rules, because they're being made to follow the rules. So, which
That's
is
part
a
of the
huge
problem.
help. If people follow the rules, it wouldn't be as big of an issue. But when they're throwing stuff that they shouldn't be into the wrong places,
Yeah, but you still have over 50% of the population throwing more than 6 or 10 bags in there, which is killing everybody else. That means everybody in this room, including you, is paying for those people that are paying. I don't care if they throw 2 bags of aluminum cans and beer bottles in there. Just gonna throw them in there. I'm not gonna walk over there. So you gotta incentivize them, so you're gonna have to force them to do something until you get it. Some towns have done it so that, you know, this was Massachusetts, they started out at $4, they got down to $1 because they got to the point where people got so good, they didn't need to besides charge $1 a bag.
yeah, and I
They
think
got
that
the
honestly,
message.
if we have the people not taking advantage, and I think the camp
Oh,
is
that
a
was part of
huge
it.
hit.
That was
It's a
part of
huge
it.
hit.
That's why we have nothing to really go on.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
we're just in discussions, Brian, just in discussions.
Okay.
Don't panic, you're so poor.
Anybody else? I make a motion to close public forum,
Second?
and I make a motion to adjourn.
Donka.
Well,
Oh, all those in favor?
Aye.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
Save.
All those in favor?
uh,
Say, got it.
8:16.
thanks, Paul.